welcome to IT Basics for You. Thank you for signing to the channel and thanks for subscribing. If you have not subscribed already, then we would request you to subscribe and support us to bring more such informational videos for you. We will continuously keep working towards building new content, new videos which can help you learn new technologies. In this video today, we will be covering Copilot. How does it differ from Copilot from Microsoft 365 and Copilot Pro, which is the latest release from Microsoft. So let's get into the details. Okay, so what are we going to cover today? Let's have some understanding. We'll be going through Copilot for Microsoft 365, some understanding about Copilot Pro. We'll also see how Copilot is available to individuals or organizations. How do we access Copilot or Copilot Pro? We'll also get to see the pricing, for Copilot and Copilot Pro. What's the license cost, right? What's the pricing for the licenses? So we'll cover up these topics for the video today. Let's get into that. So the first thing first, right? What is a Copilot? Anybody who has been using Microsoft Bing, you would see, you typically go into that site. There is a search option. You enter some topic, and it gives you great results, great responses, right? So what is behind Microsoft Bing? What is it that is working and giving you an output? Responses, which are very precise, very concise to the topic, the query that you have raised, and how does that typically get served, right? So there is nothing but Copilot behind Microsoft Bing, which is a generative AI service grounded, built around the whole public data, which is available at a certain period of time. And then that's the data that Copilot uses to generate responses, provide it back to Microsoft Bing, and you get to see that as an output. It doesn't access your organizational resources as such. It doesn't capture anything from the documents on your OneDrive or your emails or any other data which is specific to your organization. The best part is the output, right? The output that it generates based on your topics of interest, which can be to learn new technology skills, coding, and improve your overall coding standards, or write faster codes, or if you are planning for your travel, then planning your trips, and many more such outcomes that you can expect from Copilot searches, right? And end of the day, what it's going to do is going to help you improve your efficiency. So if you have not already tested out Copilot, I would highly recommend going to copilot.microsoft.com and do it yourself. Put certain topics, let it perform those searches. Now, one thing which is very important to understand out here is that Copilot is currently available on the web, and it is also available on Windows, Mac OS, and iPad OS as well. When you are making those searches, Copilot can use and access GPT-4, GPT-4 Turbo, but that happens during non-peak times, right? Not every time it is hitting GPT and GPT-4, but typically during the non-peak hours, it does that. It can use conversational search for you. So through Copilot, you can use either text, voice, or images to make your searches. One of the limitations that Copilot had, and we will see that it's overcome in Copilot Pro, definitely at certain price point, but Copilot had only 15 boosts per day for the image creator, which is also called Bing Image Creator. So when you're trying to create AI images and you are trying to make changes to your images, typically it will allow you for 15 boosts per day, not more than that. So that's one of the limitations that was there with Copilot. But overall, as an open source technology or free available technology, Copilot is there to help you in lot of different ways, lot of different topics against which you can search the publicly available data. Okay, so we spoke about Copilot. Copilot is built into, I would say, Microsoft 365 applications. Now these applications are AI powered for your assistance. It's across all those applications like Word, Excel, OneNote, Teams, Outlook, and you will find Copilot existence along with these applications to help you being more efficient, generate more relevant content for you, and build your own data on top of the searches that Copilot provides to you in these applications. Uh, I would say, with my experience, there are three additional things that you typically get with Copilot for Microsoft 365. One, which was not available with standard Copilot with Bing searches and so on. So one thing is you will be able to access the data within the Microsoft 365 graph in your tenant. So when you have a tenant created in your organization, you have your own specific data that is available to Copilot in Microsoft 365. It doesn't mean that goes out of your tenant environment, but yes, it is consumed to give you relevant information, relevant output specific to your domain, depending on the topic against which you are searching or the prompts that you are generating. Uh, Second important point, the prompts and responses that you create through these Microsoft 365 applications, these are processed entirely within your Microsoft 365 tenant boundary, right? Along with other Microsoft 365 specific security, compliance, and privacy features, entire processing remains within your tenant boundary. And lastly, and very important, access to this generative AI capability is available from Microsoft 365 applications. So you don't need different access to access Copilot for 365 and Microsoft 365 applications. No, you have one Microsoft 365 ID which is created, and through that you have access to these applications along with the Copilot functionality. We built a video specifically on Copilot. I would highly recommend anybody who has not gone through our video Microsoft Copilot, then I would suggest please spend some time, which will give you more understanding about Microsoft Copilot as an offering from Microsoft. Okay, then coming down to Copilot Pro. So now we saw Copilot for Microsoft 365, which was available under your tenancy. Now, Copilot Pro comes with certain additional features, right? These are available for all your Microsoft 365 applications, but Microsoft has launched it because it believes, the individuals who are licensed for Microsoft 365, if they go and procure a license for Copilot Pro as well, then they can help themselves to be more efficient, to get more relevant information, more relevant data, more precise data through their Copilot Pro license, right? It comes at a nominal fees, and we'll see that in subsequent slide. But for now, the Copilot Pro, what does it really do, right? For those who are looking for maybe like greater performance, accelerated performance, quicker processing, and more creativity related capabilities, then Copilot Pro is for you, right? It supercharges your previous Copilot experience. So as we saw, Copilot typically used GPT, GPT-4 Turbo on the non-peak time. Compared to that, Copilot Pro gets a priority access, right? It gets priority access to GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo, even during the peak times, and that helps you get the accelerated performance to get your job done better, to get your responses much faster. Now, even for AI image creation, we saw Copilot on one side, it gives you 15 boosts per day. On the other side, Copilot Pro allows you to do 100 boosts per day. It helps you create AI images with DALL-E 3 in landscape format with 100 boosts per day with the Bing image creator or a designer, as it is known. You can access Copilot in Microsoft 365 applications for a variety of purposes, right? You can draft your documents, you can create a content for a topic, you can even summarize your emails, you can create better presentations, and many more such features. Okay, so moving on, how do we access Copilot, right? So for Copilot, as we mentioned, the basic Copilot functionality is blended with Microsoft Bing. So you can go to Copilot for Bing, and then you can make your searches, and you can get responses, right? You can sign in with your Microsoft 365 credentials, and then enable Copilot if in case it's not available in your browser. In your organizations, that has to be enabled by the administrators, to allow to use Copilot with Microsoft Bing. Now, Copilot for Microsoft 365, it definitely requires your account, your ID created for Microsoft 365. It works along with those applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on. And it's also preferable to have OneDrive, Teams, an Outlook account. It is available across these applications. You can utilize it very well with Word to create and draft certain documents on certain topics, letters, drafts, and so on. And you can use it across Microsoft Teams or Microsoft Outlook as well. On the other hand, Copilot Pro, it also is blended with Microsoft 365, but it is specifically designed and available for Microsoft 365 personal or family account as such, as it can't be just bought as a standalone AI tool. It is available along with the personal or family account of Microsoft 365. With Copilot Pro, you will have access to GPT-4 Turbo during peak times for faster performance. That's what we discussed. It also provides capability to build your own Copilot GPT. Yes, it has a Copilot Studio. You can use that studio to customize and build your own Copilot GPT. Please note, the Copilot Pro, it leverages cloud-based processing. So the bare minimum expectation from your system would be a stable internet connection. That's crucial. If you don't have an internet connection, then yeah, you will not be able to access. So please ensure, when you get a license, you also ensure that you have a good network connection available, good internet connection available to leverage these capabilities. All right, coming to the crux of it, right? The pricing. Now, this is a good representation of all the three Copilot options that we discussed. Copilot for individuals is free. You can go to Microsoft Bing, you can make searches, nobody stops you from doing that. These are like foundational capabilities, right? Very foundational. You can enter topics, you can make searches, you can consume the output wherever you want to consume it. It's all grounded on public web data. That's what we discussed in last few slides. And then it protects your commercial data. It doesn't consume any commercial data. On the other hand, the Copilot Pro, which is available now is again available for individuals and family accounts of Microsoft 365, but it comes at a nominal fees, which is $20 per user per month fees. Mind it, it's per user per month, right? So it allows you to do more than what typically a Copilot can do. It is available along with Microsoft 365 applications like Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. And then it get a priority access, priority processing using GPT-4 Turbo as such. One of the thing Copilot Pro doesn't is not available as of today with Microsoft Teams, and then it doesn't use your enterprise data. On the other hand, for organizations, the Copilot for Microsoft 365 is available at again nominal fees of $30 per user per month. You need to have Microsoft 365 access, and then Copilot, which allows you to do multiple things, right? It allows you to utilize your organizational data. You can ground your organizational data to build your own Q&As, own searches on your own data sets, domain specific data set, so that your employees can get very precise responses pertaining to your own organization, pertaining to your own functions. And so does your clients can also get precise responses to their queries to any of your products, any of your services. So that's the power of Microsoft Copilot for 365 at an organization level, is grounding the models with your own data, with your domain data. And then lastly, the Copilot Studio, which is available, that will help you to build, customize Copilot and utilize it across your organization. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this video. Hope you liked it. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel, and you can continuously watch more videos which are coming up on this channel. Thank you very much for your time, guys.